Dude. So as you can tell, I just got a haircut. And the events leading up to me getting a haircut was I wake up, I'm going to eat breakfast, I'm going to drink a coffee, like I always do, and then I'm going to go get my haircut. And I knew sometimes I get anxiety whenever I go out in public, and I'm trapped, and I'm not able to... Okay, here's the backstory. So I'm a emetophobic. That means a fear of vomiting. Put that on top of having anxiety or social anxiety, you're left with a weird combination. So I'm going to the haircut, and I'm trapped in the seat so that if I have to throw up, I'm fucked. And I have to tell her, hey, I'm going to be sick. So as soon as I left the house, my gut, I was like, oh, fuck, dude. And you know how you get one of those caffeine highs and you're just kind of like, you're just kind of staring, like, and you're quiet? Dude, that's how it was. It hit me hard this morning. And I'm on my way there, and I'm feeling the heaviness on my chest. I'm feeling it in my stomach. I got that heaviness, right? And I'm just like, oh, man, I don't like this. Come on. Deep breaths. It's going to be all right. All right, you can do this. You know, no big deal, man. You're just getting your hair cut. It's just a haircut. It's not the haircut that scared me. Let me keep going. So then I get to the haircut place and I walk in, right? Everything's good to go, and I sit in a seat. It's packed. This is a small building. This building is the size of my kitchen, and it's packed. There are 4 clients and 4 hairdressers or whatever, and I'm the 5th. So there is a total of 9 people in this tiny room. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Okay. So now if I have to throw up, everybody's going to see. Even more anxiety. And it's a little clammy in there. And I'm like, oh, shit, clammy. I ain't fucking with this, man. I'm serious. And then she's like, Bradley, I'll be right with you. And I go, okay, yeah, no problem. But in the inside, I'm sweating fucking bullets. And I've got such bad anxiety. I can feel my core temperature rising. Okay, hold on. It's just a haircut, you pussy. Come on, man up. So I go and sit down in the chair, and I got to pretend that everything's okay. And then while I'm pretending everything's okay, everything I look at is intensifying my anxiety. For an example, I'm hot, I'm super clammy, and it's hot in the room, and I'm seeing a guy on TV wear a jacket. And I'm just... That right there gives me more anxiety because now I'm feeling like I'm even hotter because what if I had the jacket on? Oh, God, I would definitely be sick if I had the jacket on. And that's fucking with me. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, fuck. So now I'm just sitting there and she's trying to talk to me. Son, what's been going on with you? And I'm like, nothing. Same stuff. What about you? You know, just trying to keep conversation to take my mind off of trying to avoid throwing up because that's what I'm doing overall. I'm avoiding throwing up, which is giving me intense anxiety, and it's making me super nauseous. It makes no sense, but that's how anxiety works, you know? So I'm talking to her, and I even tell her, a little clammy in here, ain't it? And she's like, no. Oh, fuck. I was like, fuck. I'm just trying to make conversation at this point. And I feel it kick in. My mouth starts getting dry, dude. I feel my face go flush, and I'm looking at myself in the mirror with the thing on, and I'm going, oh, fuck. There's a sink right in front of me where they, you know, wash your hair or whatever, and I'm thinking, okay, if I throw up, I'm just going to launch it in the sink. So she's talking in my head. I'm like, okay, I'm going to tell her right now, hey, I got to use the bathroom. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to splash water on my face because usually splashing water on my face kind of will cool down my skin and kind of ease my anxiety a little bit. So I was like, all right, okay, I'm just going to tell her. And I was to the point where I was like, I'm going to be sick, and I wanted to go outside and throw up. That's how anxious I was. And I was only anxious because I was trapped in a setting where I couldn't vomit quietly or not in front of people because that's what people with emetophobia have a fear of. Throwing up, but it even intensifies if people see them throw up. It's fucking weird. I don't know why. I'm never going to get over it. Knock on wood. I've said the word too much. Please, Lord, please. You know, that goes on the entire haircut. Dude, and it starts easing up a little bit, you know, once I get into conversation and it'll kind of subside a little bit, but you just got to power through the anxiety. That's what I had to do. And dude, I got out of there. I was going to go to the gym, and I'm like, dude, I can't. Not like this. I went home, and dude, things like that will happen to me, And usually I'll just think about it and I'll just laugh at it later. But now I'm thinking, man, I'm just going to record it, put it on YouTube. Maybe somebody else can relate and say, dude, I've had anxiety. This is, this is my story. It's funny. It's funny now, but in the moment it was fucking terrible. It was such shit. My advice for anxiety, I'll give you some tips for anxiety that usually helps. In those kind of settings, I'm completely fucked because of my emetophobia. So if you're super anxious, controlling your breathing, breathe in all the way, fill your lungs completely, and then try to take another deep breath. And then keep trying to fill up your lungs completely, and then blow out. And then feel your body and your shoulders settle. I'm not a doctor, by the way. That also, whenever you're super anxious, your body will naturally kind of cave in, your shoulders will cave in into the fetal position. And that's our defensive mechanism. So instead, kind of extend your arms out, raise it up, just kind of through your body, tell your mind that, hey, I'm not in any danger, I'm okay. And sometimes that'll also ease it up. It's not going to cure it. It's not going to be gone, but it'll ease the anxiety a little bit. So those are the tips that I have. I'm not naturally a super anxious person, but I do get anxiety pretty bad when it hits. Like every time I would jump out of an airplane, I would get super bad anxiety. Or if I would go on a first date with a girl, before, like everybody gets anxiety for that. Or sometimes if I have too much caffeine, I'll get super anxious. I'll be thinking about something I did 7 years ago that was embarrassing. And I'm like, fuck, I hope they don't remember that. Hey man, that's the way it is, dude. But all right, if you like that video, let me know. I'd love to hear your stories, and I'll catch you in the next one.